Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shin Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. That's right. Hey, home of the first state capital back in 1821 to 1826. All right, hey, folks, today is Tuesday, September the 15th, meaning I got a birthday shout out to my neighbor. Oh, well, not now neighbor, but neighbor from years ago, way back when. Chevy Malibu SS. Ooh, pearl white. Yeah, that's the way to drive it. Anyway, Alan Graham. That's correct. Alan Graham. Boom. I remember sketching on the back of that there white Malibu. Skin sketching, you know what that is? That's called ski hitching. That's where you grab a hold of a bumper of a car and usually, in my case, always wearing cowboy boots. You just slide along behind in the snow, and well, in Alan's case, you just had to try to hold on and not let go, 'cause well, he tried everything to shake you off the tail end of that car. And boy, let me tell you what, it were not easy to stay clamped a hold of that car with some of the turns he was a making. And of course, it being a gravel road, it had some potholes and pits in it, and you just had to remember to jump when you saw 'em a coming, 'cause otherwise, down you'd go, face first, right into a hard, compact snow. Youch. Anyway, happy birthday to you, Alan Graham. And so here we go. Hey, Lord, it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know, you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Alan, whoa, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know, you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. Cha 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 cha. Whoops. I just remembered something about that white Malibu car. It got sprinkled one time from a little bit of 410 pellets coming down on it because, well, I was shooting at a squirrel. And that squirrel just so happened to be at an angle where when I shot up the tree at it, those pellets had to come down somewhere. And everybody that was sitting over there at the Graham's house were getting rained on by pellets from a 410. Well, I'm sorry, Alan. I am sorry. I hope I didn't chip the paint of that pearl white Chevy Malibu SS. Anyway, I don't even know if you remember that, but I sure do. Any hoot nanny. We got some Facebook poke shouts out there going out to Amanda Sue Little because hey girl, you poke me every day and I am right back in the saddle again. So I will poke you too. All right, and now let's see. Up, boom, 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 boom. Facebook Shen Show likes. That's right. Folks who go on the Shen Show and throw a like my way here and there, each and every day, sometimes every other day. Those shout outs are going to go out to Whitney Doe, my dentist, who has been yanking teeth for me for the last month and a half. And then Tina Cleeschulte Ashbrook, and Martin Kelly, and Diana Davis Turney, all of which I know via Facebook and or in person. As a matter of fact, most of them I know in person. So there you go. Thank you all for supporting my show and your show. I'm hoping it's your show just as much as it is my show because, well, hey, without us together on the show, there ain't no point in me even doing it because if you ain't watching, I, I'm just kind of talking to myself via a TV screen here in front of me. Well, TV screen, I say it's a monitor screen, and I'm just kind of looking at myself on a camera and talking. But you know what? It looks like it's time for our weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. For those of you that live in St. Charles, tonight, September the 15th, we got a few passing clouds going to be coming over overnight. Otherwise, it's generally going to be clear. Lows around 58 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. That's a southeast at 1 miles per hour, so it's barely even breezable. A breezable? Okay, barely even has a breeze to it. Wednesday, September the 16th, partly cloudy skies. Highs near 84 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable north at 3 miles per hour. And then partly cloudy skies overnight with lows dipping down to around 60 degrees Fahrenheit with winds. What about the winds? I guess I'm on the wrong day. There we go. With winds light and variable at speeds north to northeast at 3 miles per hour. Yep, that's right, 3 miles per hour. And then Thursday, September the 17th, partly cloudy skies again, hazy with highs around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind's going to be north to northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So either Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I'm going to go out and mow the lawn. Yes, I am. Well, maybe not me, but vicariously through someone, I will mow my lawn. Um, Due to the fact I don't want to get in trouble by the law. Not necessarily the law, but there are some folks out there that jump my gun, jump my back if I don't have a decent looking yard. So I'll be out there taking care of it. You can guarantee it. Let's see, Thursday night, clear skies, lows around 52 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Friday, yes sir, Friday, sunny skies. Friday, September the 18th, that is. Highs around 73 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. You know, I'll be wearing a jacket if I'm outside, that's for sure. A jacket and some shorts. Or no, not shorts. Probably sweatpants. Yes, sir. That's my wear of choice. Sweatpants. I may look ridiculous wearing sweatpants, cowboy boots, and a cowboy hat, but I tell you what, I don't care. I really don't care. If people look at me funny, well, it's on them. Well, because if I looked at myself, I would think I would look pretty funny. And so, therefore, I don't care. Anyway, mostly clear skies overnight with lows dipping down around 49 degrees Fahrenheit with winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Saturday, September the 19th, sunny skies again, highs way up there to the 72-degree mark one more time. East at 5 to 10 miles per hour, easterly winds, that is. And then clear skies overnight with 50-degree winds south and light and variable east at 4 miles per hour. And then Sunday, to wrap up our 5-day forecast, will be mainly sunny skies, highs around 74 degrees Fahrenheit, winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour, clear skies, lows near 50 overnight, with winds light and variable east to southeast at 5 miles per hour. Hey, my friends, that concludes your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Yes, sirree, Bob. Well, I didn't even mention Bob. So, how he comes into the picture, I do not know. Well, let's just take out the papers in the trash, okay? Song lyrics. Take out the papers in the trash. And I believe the song is called Yakety Yak. It sure is. And who else is it by but the Coasters? We're going to bump that down a little bit before we get started with it because it always does that to me. Nowadays it does. It didn't used to did, but it do now. Whenever you get the add more lyrics part of it, why, it shoots all the way back to the top of the page and cuts off where you were, so you got to almost start over. Well, take out the papers in the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak. Don't talk about it. I just finished cleaning up your room. Oh, let's see that dust fly away with the broom. Get all the garbage out of sight. Or you don't go out on Friday night. Yakety yak. Don't talk about it. Oh, you just put on your coat and hat. Oh, and walk yourself to the laundry mat. And when you're finished doing that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak. Dog back. Oh, don't you give me no dirty looks. Hey, your father's hip. He knows what cooks. Just tell your hoodlum friends outside. You ain't got time to take a ride. Whoa, yakety yak. Dog back. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Well, I said yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak and yakety yak. Well, yakety yak, yakety yak. Doom dog back. Doom dog back. All right, there you go. Well, that one took a little bit out of me. Boy, my oxygen levels are quite cutting off and gonna leave me away down dark in the sleep. Let's see if we got something else we can do. How about song lyrics Splish Splash? It's just as fast. It's Bobby Darin and Bobby Darin. He wrote it and performed it, I'm going to have to say. So here we go. It's another one that's going to take out the lungs. So if I fall out of the chair, you'll know why, because I have lost all my air. Oh, well, splish splash, I was taking a bath long about a Saturday night. Oh, yeah, I rubbed up, just relaxing in the tub, thinking everything was all right. Well, I stepped out of the tub. I put my feet on the floor. I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. And then splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? There was a splishing and a splashing, a reeling with the feeling, moving and a grooving, rocking and a rolling, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, bing bang, I saw the whole gang. Dancing on my living room rug. Yeah, flip flop, they was doing the bop. All the teens had the dancing had the dancing bug. Well, there was Lollipop with a Peggy Sue. A good golly, Miss Molly was even there too. Well, a splish splash, I forgot about the bath and I went and put my dancing shoes on. Oh, yeah, I was rolling and a strolling, a reeling with the feeling, a moving and a grooving, splishing and a splashing, yeah. Well, yes, I was a splashing and a splashing. I was a rolling and a strolling. Yeah, I was moving and a grooving. We was a reeling with the feeling, and we was a rolling and a strolling. A moving with the grooving. Splish splash, yeah. A splish splash and a splish splash. One time I was splishing and a splashing. Oh, I was a moving and a grooving. Yeah, I was splishing and a splashing. All right, all right. Who was that one? That one was, yeah, Bobby Darin. That's what I said, didn't I? Bobby Darin and Bobby Darin. How about my friend and your friend? Okay, we'll do that one then. Song lyrics, my friend the witch doctor. Witch doctor, you say? I say the witch doctor. Who did it? David Seville. And David Seville also had the chipmunks too, don't you know? But anyway, well, I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that, Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. I told the witch doctor that you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, oh, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, oh, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, oh, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, oh, walla, walla, bing, bang. You've been keeping love from me, just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser, and he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend, the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend, the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang. Walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang. Walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang. Walla walla bing bang. You've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser. And he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend, witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend, witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, bing, bang. All right. Anyway, let's see what the Big Bopper has to say. All right. Song lyrics, Chantilly Lace. We're gonna try this and still keep a level head. I'm getting lighter and lighter as I go ahead. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's see here. We are just trying to get the breath in there, the oxygen levels up before we even start. Hello, babe. This is the Big Bopper speaking. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, you sweet thing. Do I what? Will I what? Oh, baby, you know what I like. A Chantilly lace and a pretty face. A ponytail hanging down. A wiggling walk and a giggling talk. Makes my world go round, round, round. Like a big-eyed girl. Oh, no, there ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny. Make me spend my money. Make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. Oh, what's that, baby? But, but, oh, honey, but, oh, honey, baby, I ain't got no money, honey. But, oh, baby, you know what I like. A Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down. A wiggle and a walk and a giggle and a talk. Makes my world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. What's that, honey? Pick you up at 8 and don't be late. Oh, but baby, I ain't got no money. All right, baby. You know what I like. I saw the chantilly lace and a pretty face, a ponytail hanging down, a little wiggle in the walk and a giggle in the talk. A marriage for world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. Ba-da-da-da-bum, bum. All right. Boy, that's enough of them, I think. About to get dizzy and fall out of the chair because I'm running myself out of air. But that's all right. For all you 50s and 60s fans, that'll have to last you for a little bit of a grand. I wish I was getting the royalties that some of these folks got way back when they was singing them songs for real daily. Oh, of course you all know, and I never say it, but these people know that I do not and have not ever owned the rights to these song lyrics. That's why I don't always, but that's why I'm going to start always giving credit to where the credit is due. That's right, the credit is due on Chantilly Lace to the Big Bopper. God rest his soul in that airplane. Boy, boy, boy. That was the day that the music died. Speaking of that, I got one more. It's stuck inside and it's going to come out right here, right now. Let's see. What is it titled? It could be The Day the Music Died. Song lyrics, That'll Be the Day. Nope, it's not That'll Be the Day. Song lyrics, The Day the Music Died. Of course, that one, it's American Pie. That one, That'll Be the Day, was also lost because that was Buddy Holly, who was also in the same plane. You know, the weird thing that there was a feller named Waylon Jennings who would have been lost in one of those planes because he was part of the Crickets, who were Buddy Holly's backup group, I believe. Who was what group was Waylon Jennings part of back in the 50s and 60s? The Texas Longhorns. Waylon Jennings, Wikipedia. No, that can't be. I thought he was in something else. Was it? Maybe it wasn't Waylon Jennings. Hmm. The Highwayman Record, he was in that. Okay, when did Waylon Jennings join the Crickets? See, there's the question. In 1985, Holly's band, the Crickets, needed a temporary bass player for their tour, and they turned to uh, Waylon Jennings. Okay, that's what I said. And he deferred to take the bus on that fateful day. There you go. I knew it was Waylon Jennings. Okay, here we go. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my choice that I could make those people dance. And maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." And did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, do you believe in a rock and roll? And can music, well, it's way up there. Wow, it's way up there. Okay, here we go. Don't you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dance in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows flat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be when the jesters sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice like that from you and me. On the while, oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang didgeries in the dark. The day the music died, we were singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, "That'll be the day that I die. Oh, this'll be the day that I die." Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. English 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was a sweet perfume, while sergeants played in marching tune. We all got up to dance All but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Wow, this song goes on and on and on and on and on and on. It's got another half a page to go. Um, and so anyway, there you go. And it kind of looks like American Pie, the tune. The tune was a Buddy Holly tune. Day the music died, but the meaning of American Pie by Don McLean with the lyrics. Yeah, 10 years after the plane crash, which killed Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens, the Rolling Stones performed at the Altamore Speedway. You can't help but look at those intervening years with astonishment at how times had changed. From sock hops to Mason, Hell's Angels, and the Stones, Don McLean captured this loss of a iconic per- per- perfectly in American Pie. The song has been endlessly analyzed, and it is intentionally ambiguous, and the meanings are still up for debate. But let's take a stab at it. No, we're not going to take a stab at it because it's a little bit longer of a story than I know. Don McLean reflects back on the days of innocence in an interview with the BBC Radio 2. He commented, I still remember this light going off in my head as I was sitting up in my little room writing my songs and thinking about Buddy Holly and just how sad that was and how much I loved that guy and how much I loved his music and how much I felt for him. I started to write this a long, long time ago about how it felt when I was a paper boy and I opened up the papers and this whole fantasy came out and the song was written. And there you go. That was it. Um, that was pretty much the story and how and why. Anyway, it looks like we should at least mention the kids and give them a little bit of a storyline. So let's roll on down here, and we got some Miss Polly had a dolly. Miss Marty Mac. Polly put the kettle on. We done these. The farmer in the dell. Five little monkeys jumping on a bed. Think we done that. The owl and the pussy cat. I don't know if we done that. Three little pigs song. Song? I didn't know there was a Three Little Pigs song. I knew there was a story about the three little pigs, but as far as a song, I did not know. Oh, yes, I did. Here we go. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra la 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 la. Long ago there were three pigs. Little handsome piggy wiggies. For the big, bad, and very bad wolf, they did not give 3 figs. Number one was very gay, and he built his house with hay. With a hey, hey, toot, he blew on his flute, and he played around all day. Number two was fond of jigs, and so he built his house with twigs. Hey diddle diddle, he played on his fiddle and danced with a lady pigs. Number three said nix on tricks. I shall build my house with bricks. He had no chance to sing or dance, 'cause work and play don't mix. Ha ha, ha ha, the two little little pigs, just winked and laughed. Ah, woohoo! Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra la 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 la. Come the day when fate did frown, and a wolf blew into town. With a gruff huff puff, he puffed just enough, and the hay house fell right down. And one and two were scared to death of the big bad wolf's breath. And so, by the hair of your chinny chin, I will blow you in. And the twig house answered yes. No one left but number three to save that piglet family. So when they knocked, he fast unlocked and said, "Come in with me." And now they were safe inside, but the bricks hurt Wolfie's pride. So he slid down the chimney, and oh, by Jiminy, in a fire he was fried. Oh, 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 the three little pigs, the three free little pigs, just winked and laughed. Aha, woo! Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra la 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 la. A tra la 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 la. A tra la 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 la. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? There you go. I kind of remember it being a little bit of a song, and I don't remember how much of it I remember singing along back when I was just a little boy. I don't remember the big bad wolf's song of joy. How about this one? This one is called The Kite. As he looked at the others high over his head, I know I should fall if I tried to fly. Tried, said the big kite, only try, or I fear you will never learn at all. But the little kite said, I am afraid I'll fall. The big kite nodded. Ah, well, goodbye. I'm off, and he rose towards the tranquil sky. Then the little kite's paper stirred at the sight, and trembling he shook himself free for flight. First whirling and frightened, then braver grown, up, up, up he rose through the air alone, till the big kite, looking down, could see the little one rising steadily. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride as he sailed with the big kite side by side, while far below he could see the ground and the boys like small dots moving around. They rested high in the quiet air, and only the birds and the clouds were there. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried, And all because I was brave and I tried. Oh, wasn't that just precious? Precious, precious, precious. That was the brave little kite. Oh, so precious. That's right. Oh, so precious. Okay, kiddos, that's it for the night. You all have a blessed rest. Good night, my babies. Good night. And anyway, it is time for TV Grandpa to sign off to you kitties. And we're going to go ahead and do uh, the daily bread portion of the program. Now, you guys are more than welcome to stay up and listen to this part too, because this part is the most important part and it should concern you. Anyway, today's daily bread, the devotion, is called Compassion on the Job. Today's insight scripture is Matthew 14, 1 through 14. And so, oh, by the way, the daily bread portion of the program is brought to us today by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading is going to be Proverbs 22 through 24 and 2 Corinthians 8. So remember to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, here we go. Matthew 14, 1 through 14. At that time, Herod the Tetrarch heard the reports about Jesus, and he said to his attendants, "This is John the Baptist. He has risen from the dead. That is why miraculous powers are at work in him." Now Herod had arrested John and bound him and put him in prison because of Herod's his brother Philip's wife, for John had been saying to him, "It is not lawful for you to have her." Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the people because they considered John a prophet. On Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodessa, danced for the guests and pleased Herod so much that he promised with an oath to give her whatever she asked. Prompted by her mother, she said, give me her here on a plate the head of John the Baptist." The king was distressed, be, but because of his promise, or because of his oath, and his dinner guests, he ordered that her request be granted, and had John beheaded. In the prison, his head was brought on a platter and given to the girl, who carried it to her mother. John's disciples came and took his body and buried it. Then they went and told Jesus. When Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. Hearing of this, the crowds followed him on foot from the towns. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. So there you go, Matthew 14, 1 through 14, and that concludes our portion of the program, Our Daily Bread, Compassion on the Job. Jesus had compassion on them, and so he healed their sick, which was Matthew 14:14. Anyway, hey, that concludes the Daily Bread portion of the program, which was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2020, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, my friends, that does it for the Shin Show. And so, therefore, all I've got to say now is, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning into the Shin Show. And as always, you know God loves you and so do I. So be blessed and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.